Well, fuck. Welcome to the Rick Bork channel, where the beer's always cold, language fucking sucks, my shit's always broken, and your opinion doesn't matter. Borkfest 2022 is July 29th and 30th, so come on over and have a beer and have a good time, and you can regret yourself later. I had to change your battery. So we were getting this plow ready. Previous video, got everything lubed up, fucking new, well, used cylinder put on it, but she's fucking minty. That's fucking premium. Lion Hydraulics Incorporated, Minneapolis, Minnesota, made in fucking Canada. Perfect. How's that for you? Doesn't get any better than that to me, so we fucking did all the rest of that shit on there. In this video, we're just gonna change a fucking tire because it takes a little bit. We're gonna do it the fucking old school way with some tire bars. That's a tire spoon. You can buy all this stuff on fucking line, or some of your parts stores. You can order it through Ken Tool. You can go buy those too. That's basically will cover everything you need to do. You could probably get a bigger one if you're gonna get into the bigger tractor tires, or you're kind of a puss or something like that. So we got our impact. We'll take our fucking, these are bolts, not studs, whatever. It's a little harder when you're fucking filming. I didn't realize that bastard had a grease zerk on it. Huh. Well, we'll grease that too. She's could probably use a little snugging too, eh? Okay. So that's a 235 75 R15. It's a fucking radial fucking car tire. Goodyear Wrangler. Good for a year, right? We already took the core out of the tube, so that's a non-issue. I have a 715 trailer tire that I got from Shane Holston last year when I was down there and we were fucking around. So the hardest part on these things is going to be getting the bead to break, because it just doesn't want to. Now you can get the slide hammer, you can get the fucking all kinds of different ways of breaking the bead. I have my own. Most times I can get that bastard to pop doing that. There she goes. So now the bead's popped, you can see that. That tire wheel might be just fucking junk. That'd be a fucking fine idea to do. enough for this one. Shit. There, we got it. All right. Well, we got this side popped off the bead. You can hear the rust and it's rusty and crusty. So you want to push down. You get your bar started. You got to push this side down so it can go underneath the bead, and bring this side up. Slack it back a little bit so you can get your big bar started. And then work off the big bar, not the small. Leave that one there for your leverage point. And take small bites if you have to with this. There you go. Same thing. Roll out to the side. Foot on that bar if you need to. You can, once you're past the halfway point, you can pretty much take the big bar out. It's not really doing anything for you anymore. There you go. Get your tube out of there. That's kind of just a fight anyway. No great techniques there for you. Just fucking horse that bastard out of there. Here's your tube. Get your tire off. Relatively simple. Bar with the hook. Hook up, and then you got that little forward facing. So get that in there. Over center on it, like so. And then you got two options. You can either come in here at the bar and try to aid it, like so. Just work down the edges, which works plenty good. Like that. On bigger tires, you're gonna wanna fucking put some leverage on that and then usually hit it with a maul. Like a 4 pound, 3-4 pound maul. Or if there's two of you, then you have your buddy hit it with a sledgehammer. As long as you trust him. This wheel's pretty much fucked. She's junk. So, I wonder if this fucking... I wonder how many holes I stabbed in this bastard with the... when I punched the forks through. I don't see any major ones. So the other side of this is we're gonna have to clean that fucking wheel up, because all this rust will just put holes in the inner tube. So we're not gonna even fucking get a new inner tube. We're just gonna reuse the old one. We'll have to go ahead and clean that shit off, buff this wheel down. So let's get to it. All right, so we got the 20-volt DeWalt grinder with the fucking twisted wire wheel on it. Flat one, not a cup wheel. That's what we're gonna use to get in here, get all that shit cleaned up. A cup wheel is gonna be too large for this application. On a wider wheel, it'll work just fine. So before we're gonna do that, we need fucking beer. Breeze at my face. Grinder is going to be throwing things that way, and it'll work out perfect. Obviously, we're going to stand up. We're not going to sit in front of it. So let's get to it. Put our beer over there so we don't get any rust in it. I've been trying out these double XL mechanics gloves from, I bought them online. They're 4x material, 4X fabricators gloves. I've only worn them a couple times, but we'll see. They're a little tight, but it is what it is. We just want to make sure we're tight there. All that bastard flying off on us. Well, there, that's, it's not perfect, and I don't really care if it is or not, because it is what it is. I could clean it all up, buff it all down, and fucking paint it. I'm not going to. I could go to the local fucking implement dealer in town and probably get one for 50 bucks. Again, I'm not going to. It's gonna be what it's gonna be at this point. As far as this tube goes, I'm not going to blow it up right now because, and check for leaks. We'll know if the damn thing leaks as soon as I put the fucker back in, and I'll show you how we check that. But we're going to kind of pick a lot of this bigger scale off here just by flexing and moving the tube around. Get gloves on. Just fucking rip the shit off there. It's good enough. Fuck. It's gonna poke a hole in it, it's gonna poke a hole in it, fuck it. You know? Get the most of it off, the bulk of it off there, the bigger chunks, the this, that, and the other thing. I don't know. You can get fucking meticulous about it if you really want to. I don't want to, and I'm not gonna. Fuck it. You know? It's kind of give it a check over. There's going to be there's some ones on there that stick out quite a bit that, yeah, I can see how they poke a hole in the tire. So you don't have that much ground to cover. Good enough. Throw that over there in the grass. Get rid of that fucking piece of shit. Grab your new tire and your beer. Beer is a must at this point, and yes, that tire is going to be extremely wide for that wheel. Do I care? No. Why? Because I just fucking don't. Okay? There's grass and shit in here too. It is what it is. None of it's gonna be perfect. Fucking spiders. Again, get the bulk of it out of there. You want it to be perfect, go buy all brand new shit. I just want it to hold air for a little while. Dropping it like a 45 like that helps a lot of that shit fall out. We got almost nothing in the bottom, a little dust, no big pieces. Perfect. Good enough, right? This would be a good time to get out a piece of plywood to keep everything clean. We'll just go to the fucking grass. Fuck it. We'll move over here. How's that? Yeah, that'll work. Fuck it. There you go. We'll move over here into the grass. You want your valve stem hole up, like that. Now is when you break out the magic slime. And if you don't have the shit, go buy the shit. This is tire and tube mounting compound. Throw yourself a brush in there, just a fucking 39-cent brush from the hardware store. And be very generous with it. Just fucking slather it on everything. Who fucking cares? And it's slimy, it's fucking nasty, it does its fucking job though. You can also use it for setting a gap on a bead. So if you got a bead that won't seat, you can fucking pull a big wad of that out of there and pack it in there. Use it to close the bead to help inflate the tire. I know that's right, plenty of you guys have done this shit before and got your own fucking ways, and if it works for you, I'm happy. I don't care. You do you. Watch your own damn bobber. Those guys don't have any experience with it. Maybe that helps, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. You can do your wheel too. Everything just makes it a little bit easier going on. And again, it doesn't matter. It's supposed to be a corrosion and rust preventer as well. Do I give it those props for those characteristics? No, because the fucking brush that's in the bucket all the time, that was brand new when I threw it in there, is rusting. So I wouldn't hold any fucking guarantees on the qualities of that shit. So now take your tire, start your bead on there part way. Your small spoon, and work that fucker around. Make sure that you keep pressure on your knee on the side that you're not working on. Oh, come on. Should have. There we go. One side on. Grab your tube. Because it's all the pressure we put on it before, it's nice and flat. Right? That's your inside valve stem holes there. So I like to roll it around so the valve stem's on the bottom. That makes it easier for me. Just personal preference. And we got a nifty little tool we'll show you here. I gotta go grab it. I'll be right back. Okay, well, in classic Rick Bart fashion, I don't know where that fucking thing is. So we got this tool here. Why the fuck are you way over there? Why don't you come over here? There. Can you see me now? There. How's that? So this tool here, simple, screws onto a valve stem. Use it for pulling the valve stems in through the tire to seat them. The tool I was looking for is a length of cable. It's got a T-handle on one end and it's still got that threaded end on it. It's flexible so you can let the tube fall back into the fucking wheel. I know it's in there somewhere, I just don't know where the fuck it is, but whatever. So we find our valve stem here, get their orientation on that. Through the hole that's all fucking rusted out. Too large for the fucking valve stem anyway. Again, this is why we're not getting new shit. If we're gonna get new shit, we're gonna get a new tire, a new tube, and a new wheel. Now we're just gonna bork the fuck out of it. So now we start working that tube back around the tire, or around the wheel I should say, not around the tire. And now you want to let that tube fall back into the below the edge of the wheel, so that way when we start putting the bead on, the outside bead on, we don't pinch the damn tube. So kind of feel for it there, and start working that bastard on. Again, you're only grabbing in this little part on the spoon, starting at one point and working to around clockwise, counterclockwise. Guess it doesn't matter, it's up to you how you want to do it. If you're right-handed, you probably do it different than I do, because I'm left-handed. Tire on. So now our valve stem's there. You can see how much play we got in it. If you gotta pull on that thing hard, then you need to try to twist the wheel on. If it doesn't come up straight like that, if it wants to come from one way or the other, you need to twist that wheel inside that tire to try to bring that thing into, so it's nice and square. That's nice and square. Let's put some air in it, see what the fuck happens. All right, so take your finger, hold against your valve stem, to make sure that that thing doesn't fall back inside the tire, or you're gonna have a bad day. Put the core in. Again, making sure that that thing doesn't fall back in there. Clip-on tire chuck is really handy at this point, because that clip-on tire chuck keeps it from falling. Now you hear that? What I'm gonna do here is we gotta stand this tire up, because otherwise we gotta stand this thing up, otherwise we're gonna get grass in the bead. We already got some in there, but all the grass that's in that bead will fill that bastard up. So it should push onto the bead relatively easy, and because all the lubricant that we used on there seated on the back already, just seated on the front. We're gonna go for about 25 psi in this thing. That'll carry the weight of that plow without any problem. So the way you're going to want to check this thing is pretty simple. I'm going to take some of these tools back in and we'll check it and see if it's fixed or not. Fucking flies are after my beard, bastards. Nothing for you now, you fucking pricks. Might have been a protein chunk in there. Whatever. Alright, so to check this thing, we got a little soap and water and a spray bottle. The only thing you're looking for right there around that fucking tube, around that valve stem, is bubbles. You don't need to check anything else. That'll let you know if that tube is leaking or not. The easiest path for that air to get out is around that tube and out that around that valve stem. There isn't a fucking single bubble there. I'm calling that a fucking success. So it's just another day on the farm. We're not fucking, it's a free repair. It's just a little bit of labor. I know some people want to fucking get on with their day and they want to run to town and they want to take all that time, and you know, you do you. I'm here. I spent zero money today to fix this fucking thing. So we got a tire back on and she fucking holds air and the plow's ready to go. Sometimes a little fucking sweat equity pays off. Simple deal. If you want to try it, you can go online and buy the tools for like 40 bucks. I mean, how many tire repairs can you get done for that price? And another time, I'm sure we'll get into patching a tube and all that kind of shit, but that's changing a tire with a tube. It ain't fucking rocket science. Just saying. Soapy water, tire lube, and a couple of tire bars. Try her out. That's it for me, guys. I don't think you need to see me put the tire back on the fucking plow. But that son of a bitch is done after that. We're gonna get on to working onto that 756 for a few hours. I do appreciate your time. If you made it this far, you may as well subscribe and ring the bell. Memberships are down there if you want one, and I do appreciate the support on the channel. I thank all you guys for watching, and we'll fucking see you on the next one.